Hello and welcome to Money Mondays, a special series under Triple F podcast, Faith, Family and Finances, the three pillars that shape a meaningful, balanced and impactful life. Every Monday, we focus on one of these pillars, that is finances. Hi, I'm your host, David Mbiti, and each week we will have honest conversation about money, entrepreneurship, investing, real estate, personal finance, and wealth creation. Our goal is to help you develop the right mindset, make informed financial decisions, and build lasting wealth without compromising your faith or your family. Whether you are earning your first income, growing a business, paying off debt, or saving for the future, or looking for ways to invest wisely, this podcast is designed for you. So, grab your notebook, stay curious, and get ready to learn practical principles that you can apply immediately. This is Money Mondays under Triple F podcast, where we believe that when your faith is strong, your family is healthy, and your finances are growing, you are building a life of purpose, impact, and legacy. Let's get into today's episode. Our today's topic is about wealth begins in your mind. One of the greatest differences between wealthy and struggling people is not about their bank accounts, but it's about their mindset. Money follows value, wealth follows wisdom, and success follows discipline. Many people work hard, yet they remain financially stagnant because they have never developed a wealth mindset. And today, I want us to discuss 5 principles that will help you change your perspective about money and wealth creation. Because if you're able to think about success has to begin in your mind. Your mind has to be transformed for you to be able to transform your actions, the habits that you do on a daily basis, and hence you'll be able to get to where you want to be. I usually tell people that you have to see yourself into that person that you desire to be in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years, before you get there. Because once you see yourself there in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years, now you'll be able to start working towards it. Therefore, let's look at these principles that will be able to help us change our perspective about money and wealth creation. Number 1, we need to stop working only for money. Stop working only for money. Money is important, but if money is your only motivation, you will always feel exhausted. But when now if you're working and you do not look at only money that you'll be able to earn at the end of the day, but you look at the impact that you'll be able to create, you look at the skill that you're able to develop, the experience that you gain alongside as you continue to work, then you'll be able to have a different mindset, and that will help you to be able to create wealth. Instead, focus on creating value, because people value what you can be able to offer. What can you bring on the table? If you're able to bring value in an organization, then you'll be appreciated. The external motivation will be able to come to you because people have gotten value from you. So when you solve people's problem, money naturally follows you. And therefore today, you need to ask yourself this question: what problem can I solve? This is the question that you need to ask yourself. What problem can I solve? Because if you are able to solve people's problem, money will follow you, people will love you, people will engage you, and alongside those engagements, they will be able to reward you in terms of money or any other resources that have a monetary value attached to it. The second perspective, you need to pay yourself first. What do we mean by saying that we pay yourself first? Before paying bills or buying luxury, invest in yourself. This could be in form of the following: saving consistently, buying books and reading them, because it's one thing to buy a book and another thing to read it, learning a new skill, investing in a business, purchasing assets. And you need to know that your future depends on your today's financial decision. When you talk about investing or paying back yourself first, save consistently, no matter how small that amount is. Even if it is 100 bob per day, that translates to 3,000 a month, you're investing yourself, because in the next 5 years, for example, if you have a project of worth the 200 that you want to do, and you start saving 100 bob daily, within a month that is 3,000, and within a year you'll be able to have accumulated roughly that 6,000. Multiply it by 5, that is almost 180,000. You'll be nearer to your goal. So no matter how small it is, learn to save consistently. Buying books. You become a product of the books that you read, of the people that you interact with, and of the skills that you're learning each and every day. So we say buy books, read books, learn a new skill. We're in a digital era where it is not a must that you do a casual work for you to be able to get money. It is not a must that you do a manual work for you to be able to get money, but you can learn a skill. You can learn video editing, you can learn creating posters, you can learn even running social media accounts for people, and through this, you'll be able to earn money. Invest in a business, no matter how small it is. Invest in a business if you have a business mind. We cannot all fall in this category. Some of us will prefer employment, but then at the same time, we cannot fit in the employment space, all of us. So some of us will become business people, and therefore start as early as now. This is my story. I began doing business while I was in campus in second year. When I went for holiday, I could sell airtime. I was working with Airtel, and this as I have captured it in my book, The Journey of Purpose. I was working with the Airtel company, selling airtime. That is how I developed my business skills, and that one has carried me along up to this point in time. I'm still in business. I've never been employed. So invest in business. Purchase assets. Assets are things that bring income to you. Don't always buy liabilities. Learn to invest in assets, things that can bring income to you or things that can appreciate in value. That is what we refer to assets. And we are saying that your future depends on your today's financial decisions. The decisions you are making today in matters money, in matters finances, will affect your future. If you learn a skill today and you start earning, if you start a business today and it starts to grow over time, you'll be able to have accumulated wealth and your future will be safe because you started early. And the third thing that we need to learn about, the principle number 3, is differentiate between assets and liabilities. We have talked about buying assets. An asset puts money into your pocket, while a liability takes money out of your pocket. So learn to buy things that bring income to you, that puts money into your pocket, even when you are sleeping. Don't rush to buy liabilities. People rush to buy cars. It is good to have a car, but then do you have a purpose for that car? Or you just want to buy a car, personal car, because people are buying personal cars. Buy more assets than liabilities. Examples of assets, we are talking about land. We're talking about rental properties. We're talking about stock. We're talking about businesses and income generating investments. So always have it in your mind that this month, this year, I endeavor to buy at least an asset. Because the asset you buy today, for example, if you buy a piece of land today in an area that is appreciating, where development has taken place or is taking place, in the next 2 to 3 years, that land will have appreciated in value. Against vis-a-vis buying a car, if you buy a car today that is worth 1 million, by the time we get to the end of this year, the end of 1 year, that car will be worthy around 700. So think about assets more than liabilities. Rental properties. If you're in a position you already have a land, or even you have inherited land from your parents, endeavor to develop that land. You can build rentals there, and these ones will be able to give you income even when you are sleeping. Stocks. People buy stocks, shares from different companies. They appreciate over value. But then you need to have the right mindset here. When you're doing it, you need to have done your assignment, know which companies' shares are growing. Because you can buy shares today, hoping that this company shares will have appreciated in the next 1 or 2 years. But then you realize that these shares have devaluated. So do your assignment before you invest in shares. Businesses. Employment will sustain you. Employment will sustain you on day-to-day life. But if you want to be wealth and you want to be rich, the route to follow is business. Many of economies are being controlled not by the employed people, but many economies of this country and other countries are being run by business people. So if you have a passion for business, do your assignment, learn the task, invest wisely. And as you invest, you need to learn how to take calculated risk. Don't do business because people are doing business. Don't get into business because all of your friends are in business. But do you have passion for business? Do you love doing business? Because if you get into business for the sake of getting into business, you'll be frustrated. And as you get into business, you need to understand the market. Look at the market niche. What are you entering into market? What problem are you entering into market to solve? Or you just coming to business because your friend is in business of selling clothes and therefore you have money, you can just rent a shop and stock it with clothes. No, you need to understand what kind of problem am I coming to solve in this market? What are my target people? Once you have understood the market niche, your target people that you're coming to serve in that market, then now you can be able to get into the next step where now you can start that business. And therefore, I want to challenge us to be able to make sure that we think about business, because that is the only thing that will be able to take us out of a day-to-day earning. Even if you're formally employed, think about a side hustle. Because, for example, if you are earning 50,000 today, and in the economic conditions that we are in, that 50,000, if you have a family, can only pay rent and pay the basic needs. You will not be able to get out of the cycle where I'm paying rent, I'm paying school fees, I'm doing shopping. But if you want to accumulate wealth and you have to have financial freedom, you must start thinking about side hustles and build that business while you are still working. Build that business while you are still working. If you want in the next 10 years to exit employment, you need to have an exit plan as early as today. Start planning about how will I exit employment, and when I exit employment, where will I be? You can only do that if you start now building today. Build your business slowly by slowly. By the time you get to the 8th year, if you wanted to only be in employment for 10 years, you'll have a good exit plan. And therefore, from that point in time now, you can quit employment when you have a good soft landing. Think about that. And then we are also talking about income generating investments. We have got so many investments that we can do that will be able to bring us income. You can even partner with your friends. Maybe your friend is running a business. You can get into a partnership where you'll be able to earn passive income through that business that they are doing. And therefore, think about what income generating investment can I make even if I'm working formally. I can get into partnership with my friends and I'll be able to get passive incomes. In the meantime, we are going for a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll be able to continue with the fourth principle, that is multiple income streams. Stay tuned.
Ever wondered why Amani Gardens Phase 1 is selling so fast? The answer is simple. Ready title deeds, prime locations, only 500 meters from the highway, and is right next to Luzon African Resort, making it perfect for residential homes and Airbnb investments. Book your free site visit every Friday. Visit our office at Nenkai Plaza, second floor, room 308, or visit our website at www.mirisaproperties.com. Mirisa Properties, where you invest with confidence.
Welcome back. We are handling the topic wealth begins in your mindset, and we are looking at the principles that will be able to change your perspective about money and wealth creation. We have talked about point 1, stop working only for money. Number 2, we have talked about paying yourself first. Number 3, we have said differentiate between assets and liabilities. Now I want to get to our point number 4, that is multiple income streams. One income source is becoming increasingly risky today. And therefore, if you're only having one source of income, you need to think about another source of income. Because if you're only depending on that one income, in case of an eventuality, then you'll be stuck in life. So think about other streams of income. Explore opportunities such as business, as you have said. Invest in business. Business will be able to bring passive income. For example, if you are an employed person, think about partnerships where you can be able to earn dividends from businesses that other people are running and where you are a partner. Explore real estate. In real estate, you can buy land. Land will appreciate in value. Then later, you can be able to sell that land at a better value than what you bought it at. You can also, in real estate is wide. You can get into real estate, do rentals, do rental properties. You'll be able to get rental income from those rental properties. Investments. Diverse. Investments are diverse. You can think about buying shares. You can think about buying stock. You can think about so many other investments that will be able to give you passive income that will be able to increase your income stream. And it is advisable that you make sure that at least you can have 2 or 3 streams of income. One stream of income nowadays is no longer dependable. Therefore, think about multiple income. Online incomes. Today, so many people are earning through online content creation. People are creating content and they are earning good money. So think if you can learn a skill that will help you to be able to earn an income from the social media space, learn that skill. Start small, train yourself, grow slowly by slowly, because growth and success takes time. It is a gradual thing. Therefore, if you have that passion, learn that skill, sharpen your skill, and eventually you'll be able to boost your income through online income. Consulting. So many people are doing consultancy today. And actually, one of the greatest business people are those who do services. Because if I'm doing a service, I don't need money to buy stock. I only need to have a skill. I only need to have to solve people's problem. If people can come to my office like today and they'll be able to get my service and they pay me, I have not sold anything. I don't have anything that I can talk about dead stock. I only need to have the skill, solve people's problem, and through that, I'll be able to earn a good money. So think about consultancy. Today, we have got so many people who are doing consultancy, real estate, consultancy in matters law, consultancy in matters health. So many people are giving consultancy services. And you can think along those lines. What did you learn in school? What course have you done in school? Are you using that degree paper or that diploma paper the way it should be used? Or you just finished campus na ukaenda ukaweka ile certificate yako pale na ukasema mimi hakuna employment, therefore wacha niweke certificate hapa hadi ile time nitapata employment. Think about brokerage, freelance brokerage. This is one of the things that I've learned through brokerage, and I've written this in my book, The Cost of Becoming. I began doing insurance brokerage while I was in campus. I transited to car brokerage, and from there I was able to learn so many skills, negotiation skills, and eventually that is how I was able to get to real estate. And today I'm earning a living from the real estate. But it did not begin from real estate. I began from as an insurance agent, where I could just go look for clients, bring them to the insurance companies, and I was paid commission. I transited to car brokerage, where someone could tell me, mimi natafuta gari, naenda natafuta mtu mwenye anauza gari, I bring them together, and out of that I make a deal. So usiseme kwamba hakuna kazi, sina biashara. So many people are outside there looking for something, but they do not know where they can get it from. So if you can become a branch, or you can look for that something on behalf of this person, you'll be able to earn a living. So think about consultancy. Digital products. You can be contracted by companies and start selling their products online. Today, so many salespeople have occupied the social media space. Today I don't need to go travel to Nairobi for me to be able to buy anything that I want. I just need to get to social media, look at this product, inauzwa wapi, and we get the contact of those people who are selling these products, pay from there, and they deliver it without any hassle. So think about digital products. If you have your business, you can even open your business in your house, so long as you have a capital to buy the stock. For example, you decide to start selling clothes today, and you have identified the market niche in your market. Go get that stock, You can even start advertising yourself while in your house, and then you deliver within your household, you deliver within your estate, you deliver within town, and that is how people get to grow. By the time now you think of getting into town and acquiring a physical shop, you'll have already built customer base. So don't wait for you to be able to get money to pay rent in a physical shop in town for you to run business. You can be doing it even from your house. Think about those things. And every income stream brings you closer to your financial freedom. Once you increase, for example, you are having one stream of income, you increase them to 2, you increase them to 3. These multiple streams of income are bringing you closer to your financial freedom. Because if you have been straining with that salary and you get a side hustle, you're running a business, that business will be able to bring an extra income. Therefore, you're coming closer to your financial freedom. Kwa hivyo kuanzia leo, I challenge you. How many streams of income do you have? Look at the streams of income that you have. Think about how you can be able to increase those streams of income. Our fifth principle that will be able to change our perspective about money and wealth creation is build wealth with patience. And this is where most of the young people are stuck. This is where most of the young people have found themselves at the crossroads. Because you want today to be employed. A starting income, for example, someone, and a graduate, a starting salary of 40,000, and you want to drive a Range Rover. You want to compare yourself with the manager who has worked for this company in the last 20 years for them to be able to buy that product that they are driving today. Therefore, you need to understand that wealth creation is a journey that will take time. It requires patience. Be disciplined. Quick money often disappears very quickly. Look at the people. So many people have even won bets. But then if you look at that individual who won bet, a few of them who have been able to succeed through that money. Because they did not pay the price for getting that money. Mtu hajai fikiria akiwa na milioni moja, then leo amebet, for example, na amepata 3 million. Most of those people are spoiled by this money. But someone who has built consistently, you've never had 1 million, but you have, in your mind, you have perceived of having 1 million. You have a strategy. How can I get to 1 million? You start saving, you start investing. From there, from 10,000, you get to 100,000. From 100,000, you multiply to 200,000 to have 1 million, now to 1 million. Even when you get that 1 million, you'll be able to plan for it very well. Because gradually, you have been able to work for that. You can account for that money slowly by slowly. Therefore, I challenge you today, be disciplined. Real wealth takes discipline. Real wealth takes consistency. Real wealth takes time. Real wealth takes wise decisions. As much as we are saying that we need to be risk takers, we also need to take calculated risk. You have seen people do business, make investments. Don't just rush to make those investments because you have money in your bank account. Calculate the risk involved with this business. Look at the disadvantages and advantages of running this business. Then from there now you can be able to make a sound and an informed decision before you get to take that business. Don't compare your beginning with someone else's finish. Stay focused. And the truth of the matter be told, if you look at an average millionaire, unless you have inherited this wealth from your parents, if you start from the scratch, an average millionaire is someone who is above 35 years. 35 years to 40. That is the point where now you can be able to talk about an average millionaire. Unless in a special cases where we have got people nowadays who are doing crazy stuff in the social media. But they are also invested in these skills. They have invested in consistency. Most of them, you see them even online at night. Consistency has paid them. They have taken time to learn this skill. Daily, they are learning a new skill, and that is where they can be able to push their figures to where they are today. But someone who just wants to follow a normal routine, 8 to 5 job routine, and you expect to be a millionaire in your 20s, you're lying to yourself. It takes time to be able to build wealth. It takes time for you to be able to succeed. But when you have discipline, when you have the intrinsic motivation within you, when you have passion, and you are eager to create value, you can be able to solve people's problems. definitely some of the things will be able to come along your way. Things that you have not even imagined about having, things that even you have not prayed for, they come as a bonus because you are solving people's problem. You are creating value. Kwa hivyo kuanzia leo, I want to challenge you as you continue to learn from this podcast. Be that person who is eager to solve people's problem. Be that person who is always asking themselves, what problem am I able to solve today? In the society that I'm living in, what problems am I solving for the people? What can I do better than what I did tomorrow, than what I than what I did last month? Every week, desire to become a better version of yourself. Every month, desire to rise from where you are last month. If last month you meant 20,000, this month, make it a commitment that at least I will improve even up to 25,000. If the last month you meant 30,000, desire that this month I will increase this 30,000 at least to 40,000. That is what we mean by growth. It is a consistent effort that will take time, but when you are already there, you'll be able to look back and say, surely, this is where I come from. When I look at my life 10 years ago, I was selling mandazi in this town, Narok town. And I've captured this in my book, The Journey of Purpose. And at that point in time, I was trusting God to only make a profit of 150 per day. And sometimes, ingeshindikana. Ningememake saa zingine faida ya 80 bob. But I did not lose hope. One day I knew I would be a good business person, making good profits. And by the grace of God today, that 150, imagine the credit. Kwa neema ya Mungu. So, but this one has taken a whole decade of consistent investing in business, learning skills, associating with the right people. And another thing that I need to challenge you, look at your circle. Who are you working with? Because if you want to become a millionaire, you must look at the circle of your friends. Do you have a millionaire in your circle? Or you just, around you are just guys whom when you talk about 100,000, they are like, where? 100,000. If you want to become a millionaire, you must challenge yourself. Have at least a millionaire friend in your circle. Because this person will be able to open up your mind. Today, I've got a friend whom they talk about some figures. Though I do not show amazement to them, but then I'm like, God, I need to be here one day. And slowly, ninajikaza kufika mahali pale. Sababu, when I look back, at that time, nilikuwa na marafiki ambao walikuwa wana hand like 50,000. Na mimi napiga tu biashara yangu ya kuuza mandazi na naaminia Mungu kupata faida ya 150 bob per day. Sometimes I could make even less than that 80 bob. Within a month, I could make less than 3,000. And I was paying rent at 3,000. So my goal was at least Mungu nilipe hii rent ya 3,000. But today, tumeng'ang'ana kwa neema ya Mungu, tumefika mahali ambapo sasa some things we are just implementing them tukipita as isitusumbui kwa akili, but this one has taken time. This one has taken consistency. This one has taken discipline. Therefore, today I challenge you to be disciplined in what you're doing. Be consistent. Can people rely on you if they know they'll find David here today? Kesho wanipate hapa, next month wanipate hapa, in the next 3 months wanipate hapa, next year wanipate hapa. Then I'm dependable. I'm reliable. People will be able to look at my services and they will say, this one is reliable. So as we come back to continue winding up, we are going for a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll be looking at the last point and then we'll be able to call it a session. Stay tuned.
Mirisa Properties Limited tumekuletea Money Gardens Phase 5 and the most question tunaulizwa ni which highway is this? So this is a Narok Nairobi highway and our project is just 300 meters from this highway. So twende kwa site niwaoneshe. So hapa tuko kwa site Ilmashariani area, just 300 meters off the Narok Nairobi highway, and the launch price today is only 1.2 million Kenya shillings. Na kuna flexible pricing. You only deposit 600,000 Kenya shillings, unalipa balance yako in 3 months only. Unaweza tupigia simu kwa 0702613131 ama visit our website at www.mirisaproperties.com ama ututembelee kwa head office at Nenkai Plaza, room number 308, opposite Shell petrol station. Mirisa Properties Limited, where you invest with confidence.
Welcome back. We still continue with our topic today. Wealth begins in your mindset. We are looking at the 5 principles that will help you to change your perspective about money and wealth creation. Principle number 1 is stop working only for money. Number 2, pay yourself first. Number 3, differentiate between assets and liability. Number 4, we have said have multiple income streams. Now, our number 5, we are saying that build wealth with patience. We have said wealth, a journey takes time, it takes consistency, it takes discipline and wise decisions. And we are saying that don't compare your beginnings with someone else finished. Stay focused. And therefore, the quote of the week is, money is a good servant, but a terrible master. Money is a good servant, but a terrible master. Learn to control money before money controls you. Because when you master the art of controlling money, you'll be able to direct it to where it's supposed to be. Even when you get it, you channel it to where it is supposed to be. And today, think about if you dream of having a million. If today you get 1 million, what plan do you have to be able for that 1 million? Such that when it comes, you just channel it to where it's supposed to go. And I want to give you a weekly challenge today. This week, track every shilling that you spend, because most people do not budget. Most people cannot be able to account for how they spend their money. So this week challenge is track every shilling that you spend. Save at least 10% of your income. If this week you earn 1,000 bob, endeavor to save at least 100 bob. If you make 10,000 this week, endeavor to save at least 1,000. Read 1 chapter of a financial book. I challenge you to at least read 1 chapter of a financial book. Next one, identify 1 new income opportunity. Look at the things around you, people around you. What can it become an opportunity for you to venture into that will help you to earn an extra income? We're saying small financial disciplines create extraordinary wealth over time. Small financial disciplines create extraordinary wealth over time. Let us have this in mind, that wealth takes time. And this is my advice to the youth. Do not desire quick riches. If you want to be financially free, or you have to experience financial freedom, you need to learn the art of saving. You need to learn the art of delayed self-gratification. Don't compare yourself with someone who is 40 years, someone who has worked for 20 years. You are just an undergraduate, you have gotten to the job market, and you're comparing yourself with someone who has been in the job market for 20 years. Learn the art of discipline, and if you are learning a skill or you're doing something, especially to people who are in the social media space, be consistent. Can we rely to the content creator? Can we rely on the content that you are creating? For example, if you know that you are online every Sunday, for example, can we find you there every Sunday, or the time, whichever time that you have given us, that you are educating us on a certain matter? Be consistent. Another thing that you need to learn is that control the money that you're earning. Once you get that income, just relax first. After that salary has you have gotten that salary end month, if you're working, relax. Budget for that salary. Have an emergency fund account where if you're earning 30,000, you can have at least 3,000 somewhere. Just in case of any eventuality, this money can be able to cushion you from that eventuality. Learn to save. Don't skip a month without saving, no matter how small it might be. That small saving you're doing today will help you or will save you tomorrow. Save it today, that money will save you tomorrow. Another thing that you need to understand as youth is that do not be choosy when it comes to the jobs. You have a degree and you're saying that I cannot be able to do a casual work, and yet with that degree, if you fail to do that casual work, hautalipa rent. Au unasema nangojea white collar job, niko na degree mimi siwezi enda kufanya mjengo for example, lakini unahitaji kulipa rent. Before you get that white collar job that you are looking for, what are you doing to make sure that you can become visible in the job market? Because in the job market, kwa hiyo mjengo yenye unakataa kwenda kufanya, maybe inaweza kuwa the site manager, the owner of that site anaweza kuwa na job opportunity. Lakini sasa usipotoka pale na interact na watu and also let people know what you learned in school, what are you best at. Through exposure or through interacting with people, you'll be able to get to your destiny helpers. Kwa hivyo usikae nyumbani pale ukisema mimi nangojea, nimefanya applications, nimetuma ma CV zangu kwa kampuni kubwa kubwa na ngoja wa reply. My friend, tokea hapa nje. Enter intermingle with people. Let people know what you can bring on the table. Expose yourself to the market. Let people know what skill you have. What problem can you solve in that organization? And through this, watu watakutafuta. And in line with this, I have written books. I've interacted with so many people, and I realized that my story needs to be read by the world. There are places that I've never traveled. There are places that I will even never travel. But I know through the books that I've written, these books can travel to continents. They can travel across the world. And my first book is The Journey of Purpose. The Journey of Purpose. From humble beginnings to real estate leadership. This book will be able to give you the story about my life, right from where I began in the humble village of Eastern Kenya, rising through my campus life, beginning business while I was in campus, through selling insurance, coming to car brokerage, and now I'm in real estate by the grace of God. This book will be able to give you all this story. My second book, I've written another book, The Cost of Becoming. Some of us desire to become great, but they are never willing to pay the price of becoming that person that they desire to become. This book will be able to challenge you, will be able to stir your spirit, will be able to confront the fear that you have, will be able to confront the comfort as you in your comfort zone, and it will be able to challenge you to desire, pay that sacrifice to become that which the Lord has ordained you to become. And in this book, you'll be able to learn some things, just a few of the content. Understanding the journey of becoming, you'll be able to get it in this book. The call to become, you'll find it in this book. The price of purpose. Everyone has a purpose God created you for, and you need to pay price for that purpose. Becoming through a process. Leaving your comfort zone behind. The hidden cost of success. Cost of discipline. Cost of sacrifice. The cost of rejection and criticism. Cost of loneliness. The cost of delayed gratification. Becoming through life battles. We go through so many battles in life for us to become who the Lord has ordained us to become. And therefore, you need to understand the battles that you go through before you become. Becoming through life failures. If you meet any successful person and they tell you that they have never failed anywhere in life, those people are lying to you. We have fallen along the way, but we have refused to stay down. We rose from that pit and we continued with the journey. Becoming through pain and betrayal. We are who we are today because we endured pain. We were betrayed at some point in time by people. The cost of leadership. Those who desire to become leaders. The cost of becoming financially stable in life. All these ones, you find them in this book. Becoming in relationships and family. That is why we have come up with a podcast that is called Triple F Podcast. And this program is under that podcast, Triple F. That is faith, family, and finances. That is powered by Merizo Properties Limited. You cannot become that which God has ordained you to become unless you are willing to invest to yourself. Becoming the person you once admired. Before we get to where we are today, we must have admired to become those kind of people. And when we admired, we looked ourselves into the mirror and said, I want to be there one day. We worked for it. We paid the price. And the turning point in the purpose is also another chapter that you find in this book, The Cost of Becoming. Turning point into purpose. The legacy of becoming. All those chapters, you'll be able to find them in this book. And it's only going for 1,000 bob or $8. You'll be able to get this book as a hard copy. Only 300 bob, you get it as a soft copy. All these books are available for your read. Welcome. We have come to the end of our today's episode. This episode will be running every Monday, 7 p.m. Stay tuned. Let's keep learning. Let's keep growing. Thank you for listening to Money Mondays. If today's episode added value to you, be sure to subscribe, share it with someone who needs it, and leave a review. Remember, wealth is built through consistent decisions, not an overnight success. Until next Monday, keep learning, keep investing, and keep building your financial future. Bye-bye.